launch your income. Come in, my friends. I appreciate you all joining. I am live. We are talking all things going live with confidence and ease. I don't want you to be nervous, scared, shy. This is my mindset conversation. We're going to get to talking, and I am going to help you go live. Okay, so let me know if you have questions. We are going to get going. Um, we are going to get started in just a second. I'm doing my setup here so I can make sure I have my charger cord available. So that is what I'm trying to do. I want to make sure I am available to chat and connect. How are you, friend? I see you. Yes, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. Um, I was just meeting with somebody and they might be reaching out looking for YouTube guidance. So I'll keep you posted. I'll tell you offline. So, but yeah, so I might have got you another person to connect with. So hopefully that, they can get the support they need to get started. All right, friend. You said I can only stay for a short period of time. Yes, final call at 30. Nice. Okay, virtual call. Nice, nice. Okay, so I am getting set up here. Gonna get going in a second. I'm gonna try to move a little quicker today. I have my shop video tonight. You're welcome, friend. No problem. I got my shop call tonight, so I always want to make sure I am transitioning well, and I am, you know, on mommy duty a little later, so I gotta make sure my kiddo, the younger one, and my older one are able to do what they need to do to support each other for when I go live later. So, I'm still, I know I'm still in the shadows, friends. It is final interview for a scholarship for my son. Oh, nice. Congratulations. If nothing else, just the overall opportunity. So, wow. We are always on mommy duty. That is true. Never, never ending, no matter the age. Not that I have way older kids. I have the young adults, and the toddler or the preschooler. But yes, it does not end. Ongoing. Fingers crossed. Yes, yes. We gonna put that out in the universe that it goes smoothly for him and he gets everything he desires. Welcome in, friends. Yes, welcome into the live. I appreciate you all being here. We are talking about going live with ease and confidence. I want you to feel comfortable doing this process. We'll talk a little bit about how to make sure you are talking to your target audience, your right audience. I want you to feel comfortable connecting with people. How you doing? Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for joining the live. Let me know if you have any questions. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochets, is in the building. So definitely connect with her. She is my YouTube person. She can help you in terms of building up your page. So feel free to connect with her while she's here. And then if you go to my page, make sure you subscribe, that you look at a video, one of our shorts, long form videos, comment, like, and subscribe, and we will do the same for you to your channel because we all are trying to grow and we get notifications, so we can definitely do that for you. And then Michelle, yes, Michelle Crochet, she will do it as well. So you get 2 for 1 with this live. Thank you so much. You said you're from Turkey. I appreciate you joining here, friend. Thank you so much for being here. And others who are in the room, go ahead and put a comment in. Say hello. How are you? Come on in. We're going to chat it up. Let me know if you are new to YouTube. And how's everything going for you? And we're going to talk about going live. Let me know if you're going live, okay? So we're going to get going in a second. If you have live stream access, go ahead and go live, friends. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate those who, Besta, is that it? Bestia? Thank you so much for coming in and connecting with us. Appreciate you, friend. All right. We're going to go live with confidence and ease. And then, and I'm going to be on, probably we'll see where this conversation takes us. It'll probably be about an hour to 90 minutes at most, depending on where we go with this. And again, if you are someone who is here, go ahead and click like so we know you are here, like in the live, and then make sure you put a comment in as well. So I want to make sure we are supporting, and we are always growing, friends. And I am hitting live here. I co-stream on the TikTok, so that's what I'm about to do. Hello, friends. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in. We are talking all things going live with confidence and ease. So come on in. I want to make sure you are feeling supported. If you are nervous, scared, shy, afraid, introverted, all the things that will hold you back from going live, I want to make sure I'm supporting you and you can go live with confidence, friends. So come in, let me know if you have any questions. How you doing, Elizabeth? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Natty, thank you so much. Appreciate your friend as well. Come on in. Good golly, Miss Molly, Miss Mo. Maybe it was supposed to be Molly. Is that what's supposed to be? How you doing, Nika Grace? How are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming in. So we are just getting started. Jody, Betty, thank you for joining the live. Tosh, thank you for joining as well. So this is my 4 o'clock. So this is a mindset conversation. This is for my friends who are trying to go live and you want confidence and ease. I want you to go live. So come on in. Let me know if you have any questions um, as you are going live. So come on in. We're going to get to chatting and talking. TikTok did not re-up correctly. Interesting. TikTok is very interesting today, so we'll see. I'm still seeing things that will tell me because I changed my daily heart rate. TikTok, you are TikToking this day. Let's see what happens. I changed it to be the daily heart rate. Thank you so much, Nika. I appreciate you. I'll leave it alone for a second. Thank you for the necklaces, friend. Um, and then my daily heart rate here says 0. Why does it say 0, TikTok? It usually says my number. When I click it, it has, gosh, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I don't know if this is um, accurate or not, but thank you so much for coming in, friends. As you come in, if you have already clicked your daily heart me, I appreciate you being here. And if you have not come in, get your daily heart me. We're going to get to chatting and stuff. Les, how are you, friend? Come on in. Let me know where you're from. We're going to get to chatting. If you don't mind sharing where you're from and what you're up to, I appreciate that. If you have gone live, like I said, this is my conversation all about mindset. Miss Darlene, how are you? Thank you so much coming on in. I was just saying I'm seeing things already that is kind of indicating TikTok is on some other stuff. So my daily heart rate usually says the total that's in there. It says 0 today. So again, I think there's something I missed here. Those who are joining the live, thank you so much. Come on in. Hello, Miss Darlene. How are you? So I know my friends who come earlier, you guys get the daily harmony by coming in earlier. So I'm curious, like, why is that saying that? So we'll see what happens with TikTok in a little bit as people are joining the live. I appreciate you all coming. Tiffany, thank you so much for liking the live. Appreciate your shares for the live, friends. Thank you so much. As I am coming in, I'm going to share on my own live as well. So get that started as well and see what happens. Miss Darlene, thank you so much for the shares. Dana, thank you for being here and sharing out the live. Nika, appreciate your support as well as always. You guys are coming in. Make sure you, if have not done so already, you can tap the heart plus to get your daily heart me. Hello, everyone. Is the wish box the same as a flash goal? No, it's actually different. It's in the same area, so it's good that it's in this box. But this is the what you would call the wish box. So this is your wish box for people to click that for you. The flash goal is something else that TikTok puts inside your chat. You'll see it, and it says, "Hey, you could start a flash goal." And people will say that that's a good thing to have where you're starting that flash goal because it helps again to activate the live. So sometimes they send it. I've seen different ways that they've done it, where they've sent it early, they've sent it late. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is. Thank you so much for the friendship bracelet, my friends who are coming in. How you doing, Susan? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your support, Miss Susan. Thank you all who have joined Tiffany Digital Hub. Appreciate you joining the live as well. So as you come in, like I said, so when I look at the screen right now, a couple things I did differently. Hello. I haven't seen anyone click it yet, so I'm assuming maybe you were in the earlier live. But the daily heart rate for me usually has the overall number, and the number goes up and down. It's there. So, okay, Mr. Early, you clicked it. So it still says 0. So I think something's malfunctioning right now because this says 0. So I'm not sure why it's reset to 0. I'm not sure what's happening there, but it does actually say 0. And yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. So you said UC46. I see 0. And you see 46. I'm not sure why you see 46. Interesting. When I click it, yeah, I'm not sure what fans, it says it's fans, and so the numbers, because I'm not seeing the same activity in my live, um, has 368. So that's the number that should be there, because that's the number that's normally there. The heartening, it says 52. Yeah, you see 368. I see 0. Yeah. So that's the number that should be sitting there for me. Now it says 11. I don't know what's happening, guys. This TikTok is doing the most lately. I have no idea. I'm trying to pay attention to it. Somebody, I need to go. Let me know if y'all been in somebody else's room that I need to go to, and you can say, Lisa, you'll get your answers. Because I am all over the place. And so here's the other deal. Here's something else I thought about, guys. I'm going to say this out loud. And, it is what it is. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, friend, grabbing that daily heartbeat. Most of my woes happened since I put in my quitting notice to GQ. I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to. How you doing, MJ? But most of it, you said, wow, yeah. So I've been noting since then. Yeah. And I was thinking it was the shop stuff, but hey, I wonder. So, not to say that's part of it, and the algorithm, somehow it has an impact when you are with one and then you leave one and then you get in this penalty phase. But yeah, it's a little shady. Yeah, I'm wondering. So my mind is clicking. It's like, okay, what did I do differently? What's different? And so for me, I was always thinking about the shop stuff, like what happened, what could it be? And so I was like, okay, interesting. Much of this has happened in this transition phase. I heard someone else say that teacher says that when they quit their agency, they got messed with. Yes. Interesting. Nika, was they with GQ? Let me know. Are they still being messed with? Let me know. Anyone else quit an agency to compare? I don't. So Nika, let me know. Maybe DM me and say who it was so I can go visit them and ask some questions, or at least DM them. But I wonder. Like I said, it is interesting. Interesting how this is all playing out. That's the only thing I can think of. Bello Wello. And so yeah, I'm not being recommended to the FYP to that extent. So all that's happening. So it's an interesting time period. Yes, because we learn from each other. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I say each one teach one. Thank you all who are here on the YT. Appreciate your friends. So yeah, make sure you put a comment, and my moderator, yes, Michelle, she is here as well. But yeah, I think like I said, that's the only thing I can think of. Like when I put all the tea leaves together and say, okay, what happened differently? That's all I can think of. You went live today. How was it? How you doing, Rooted? Thank you so much for being here. Bello Bello, thank you so much for sharing. How did it go, friend? Let me know how you felt. And Susan, thank you for sharing out the live. All my friends, Metaverse, thank you for coming in. You said, I appreciate you, Wendy. You said we got you, huh? I appreciate all the support, friend. We got your back. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Like I said, I wonder, like I said, with how this is playing out, how things are looking, and the glitchiness and all the things that are happening. Only thing I can say, she's with New Star now and loves it. Interesting. So that's right. You did say you were mistaken about the whole battling. Let me know though, if you don't mind sharing her information in my DM, because I would love to see the comparison. Like, was she with another agency like a GQ? Was it that she did it kind of like I did? She had to do the 30-day notice, and then after the 30-day notice, she was able to go to another agency within 2 months. And so I would love to hear that comparison, and with some of the things she experienced with that during that transition phase. It was odd looking at the screen from the other side, was it? Well, it looks the same for the most part. I mean, it's not like a drastic difference. That's so funny. You said, from this side, it's very, cut the light on. From this side, it's, from the viewer side, is not as busy as this side. This side is a little busy. I would agree with that if that's what you're saying. It is a little busy, but you definitely get used to it. You definitely get used to it because as you're looking and seeing, good afternoon, everyone. How you doing, nurse? Appreciate you being here. It does look the same. You know, for the most part, it does. It's not much difference. Yeah, I was about to say from a viewer perspective, maybe there's a couple less boxes that you don't see. You don't have the power, the performance box. I don't know if you see the ranking and stuff. I don't know if that shows up for you all. I do believe it does. So it's for the most part it's the same outlook, layout. You have down here, you still have things down here, maybe not as many. So as a live host, you do see a few other things there, but for the most part, it's the same. It's the same screen. Good afternoon, Tab. How are you, friend? Come on in, my friends. Getting your daily heart meet. Get your any of your other points. I appreciate you being here. Hello, friend. How you doing? What is it, Norard? Norard. Thank you so much for joining the live, friend. And yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Like with the transition I did, the 30-day notice. Now we're in June, and so it ended in January. No longer with an agency, and now thank you so much, Miss Darlene. You call me. You said it. Just call it your Heaven's Love. Just keep the other name. So wait a minute. Are you gonna change it back? No, you're not. I know. I know. I know this is the new account, isn't it? I'm trying to think. Is it the new account? Because you've been out of these TikTok streets. This is a new account. You've been busy. Good job. Look at you. You have been busy, friend. You need your bio. You know I say that to y'all. Yes, I did. I did it temporarily. Yes. Oh, you did it. So it's the same account. It's just a new name. And you still don't have your bio. We're gonna put some words in that bio, friend. I appreciate you joining back, though. Thank you so much. You said I tried this new name and it is not working. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. I appreciate you being here. Thank you all for joining. Like I said, it's still interesting. It's coming. I'm just slow. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's funny. My husband, he didn't have a bio in his profile, and he'll pop in every now and then. And so I told him, I said, sir, give me your phone. Let's put a bio in because you're not going to come in my live again, no bio. Okay. And I talk about putting words in your bio. So he relented and gave me his phone, and we put some words in his bio. So he does have a bio now, friends. He does. And I think he changed his name to his initials, so he has it that way as well. Thank you all. Also just experimenting. Yes, I appreciate you. How you doing, Coach Miss Jessie? I see your friend coming on in. Appreciate you, Luna. How are you, friend? Luna, was that your second live? Hello, thank you so much. I got a chance to visit for a hot second, so I appreciate joining your live. Um, that was that number two? You operated like I mean, it was very professional. It was a pro. It was pro all day. I know you said you just had 30 minutes. That was just two then, okay? Look at you. That was really good. I love all the questions, so that was great. Um, I'm new to TikTok and lives. How you doing, Zany? How are you, friend? Come on in. Uh-oh. I invited somebody by accident. Don't answer. Don't answer. You don't have to answer. It was an accident. The chat was chatting. How are you, friend? Thank you so much to help us stay at moms make money in 2 hours a day. Put me put me for blueprint. Okay. Put me for free blueprint. Yes, I love that. So that's your bio. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You are and you're fairly new from TikTok too. Yeah, 119 followers. Awesome. Let me know before I say that because sometimes people have second accounts. And I know sometimes you're building your account. So this particular live actually is for my new people. I thought it was the only one who accidentally hit buttons on. Yes, all the time. I am all the time hitting those buttons. Yes, so it is, because what will happen is that the chat will get to moving and chatting. And then before you know it, you know, you're trying to slide, and I stay in the chat, so my fingers are sliding up and down all the time. Thank you so much, Bella Wello. By the way, I love your website, and next week I'm gonna dive in. Oh, appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Are you talking about the stand store? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Thank you so much. Yes, get going, friend. Let me set a new goal. So I tried to set the Daily Heartman TikTok. Like I said, it was weird. It was not operating correctly. So we're just gonna put the friendship back. Um, so I'm not sure what is going on, but yeah, thank you so much for that. Look at all the, I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Sponsorship. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in, supporting with the roses and the other gifts. Thank you so much, friend. Progress only. Is there any? What do you mean? Left on the planet Earth. How you doing? Progress only. uh, I would say yes if that is a philosophical question. Thank you so much, friend. I definitely have one. So I'm going to say yes. I love it. Thank you all who are in the room. Appreciate your friends. So, my friends who are here, excited to learn new TikTok creator. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the support you coming in. You guys are growing. Um, so, let me see. I'm trying, the chat's moving. So, I appreciate all the support. Let's see. And that way, thank you so much, friend. Look at you doing the popular vote in the sunshines. Okay, you guys are coming in supporting quite a bit. You know, Coach Miss Jessie, I was saying, how you doing, Silver Fox? Thank you so much. Definitely want to connect with people who are in the room. We got some new people in the room. I'm growing, but slowly. Then I would like, you know what? It is all about what you're doing, though. You are engaging, so you want to make sure when you come into rooms like this, you are connecting with people. So my new people in the room, if you're still with me, I appreciate you so much. If you're still with me, what I do is just make sure you understand how to properly engage and support. So, a lot of it is based on how you are, first of all, chatting. So, you are connecting with people. If you click people's profile, click their photo, you could then add people that way. So, you can follow or follow them back, hit the add symbol, and then put a comment. I tell you not to use the word like scoop, follow, um, gotcha, those type of things, because again, those are part of the grow room culture. But as you come into a room, you are activating, people see you actively supporting, and then that becomes people who want to connect with you because of that support. I'm passing through, getting ready to drive south. Okay, awesome. You're going to visit. T Ray, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all coming in. Good afternoon. How you doing, Blockchain? Thank you so much for joining. Oh my gosh, you have a lot of followers. Thank you so much, friend. Are you going live? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining this live. Makes sense. Yes, that's it, friend. T Ray, thank you so much. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. So as you are growing too, well, let me say this sponsorship because you are wondering how these grow rooms are doing since the TikTok changes. You know what I wonder too? I was wondering that. Like I said, I've heard mixed reviews. Oh, I sent an invite Trisha. That was an accident. Hello, friend. That was an accident, though. I did my first official live this morning. Did you? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. You said you're going to a great baby shower for your first grandbaby. Congratulations. Awesome. Okay, you said okay, no problem. Yeah, the chat was moving, so I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Sponsorship. Thank you so much for all the gifts too. I appreciate that, friend. So as you are engaging on live, you want to make sure you're connected with new people. Um, thank you, friends. Yes, yes, sweet babies. Yeah, you know what? Suddenly, Susan, the other rooms, from what I heard, and I don't know if Nika, are you still in the room? I know Nika had said she had gone to a room that had earlier today. She said, in the 10 o'clock live, that she had gone to a room that had normally 2,000 followers. Now it has 800. I think that's it. 2,000 dropped down to 800. Still significant by all means, but definitely a significant drop as well. So again, I think there's something going on. I would like to think that that's a universal issue as opposed to the more nefarious thought, like, okay, TikTok, when you leave an agency or quit an agency, now you are in this penalty phase, and you're not recommended, and the shadow ban and all this other stuff. So I wonder, I'm curious about how all that plays and all of that is together. So it's just an interesting time right now. I think a lot of it coincides with, just where we're at with the changes that are happening. Thank you so much, Michelle. I think you're gone already. I appreciate you. And anybody who's watching, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining. So, Marvin, thank you so much for joining as well. So, my new people who are in the room, if you are new and you are looking to learn about TikTok, let me know as well. TikTok live. So, I'm a live host coach, and I just tell you how to make sure you know how to go live. Piles, how are you, friend? See the Daily Heartbeat. How are you doing? Okay. Well, wait a minute. Now my Daily Heartbeat number came back. Interesting. I can't call it, you all. I can't call it. Like I said, it's been glitchy. Been very, very glitchy. I cannot call it. So that's just interesting. Yes, please give us tips and strategies. Yes. Okay. So sponsorship. Let me know. Are you going live at all? Let me ask that question. I'm okay. I work. Ew. Allow. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome as well, friend. Okay. Are you going live? So here's what I tell people. So this is my 4 o'clock. So my 10 o'clock is really no, but I would like to. Yes. And you do have live access. So really at this point, it's just a matter of you clicking the go live button. You don't need 1,000 followers. That is not true. If you go to your home screen, you'll see pretty clearly where you click TikTok Studio, and then it's tools at the top, and then there's live. So you should have live access. Okay, it should be there for you. So anybody who wants to go live, it's just a matter of clicking the live button, the go live button. Hello, everyone. Okay, yeah. So you go there, and essentially what you'll do is click that live button, scroll down, click the first go live button. It does not make you go live yet. You said, I'm excited. Yes. Go live. Yes, you have it, friend. So you click that first go live button, and then it takes you to the setup screen where you can put your title of your live session. You can put you can put some other settings if you want to set a filter. You said audio cut out. Did it? I hit the sound effect. Did you hear that? Maybe that's what happened. Please repeat. Okay. So when you go to the TikTok Studio on your profile page where your photo is, you click that. You go to TikTok Studio. It takes you to the screen where you see tools at the top, and then you see live. This is one way to do it. I'm taking you to the Live Center homepage. So this is where you can see your live recordings, some other data analytics after your live. After you do your live, is there. You can see your fan club. That's the Daily Heart Me. You can see, you can schedule a live event. That's something you want to do. That's a good best practice to schedule a live event before you go live. So again, as people are coming into your followers or any friends, they kind of see the red box, the red circle around your name to see that you're going live on their inbox. And then also, if you are posting content, that red circle will show up if you posted like within 15-20 minutes of going live. So again, you want to do that. So once you click that go live button, you'll see it as you scroll towards the bottom. You'll see go live. Click it. It doesn't make you go live. It takes you to the screen that you can do the setup. You're going to set up your title. You can set up any filters if you want filters. If you want to do any special effects, you can set that up before you hit the go live button. You actually can go into settings and press practice mode. So it allows you to practice before you go live. So all that is there for you. And then once you start going live, you get used to it. You will learn a lot in this room. Thank you so much, friend. That is so true. Wow, thanks. Very helpful. Yeah. So just click the go live button. As you click that go live button for the second time, it actually counts down 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for joining the room, friend. It does 3, 2, 1. And then you just start talking. And I tell people, don't sit there and just kind of wait. You just start talking. Tell people, welcome to my live. I'm sponsorship for you. You can say whatever information you want to share about why you have that name, why you are going live, who you are talking to. I tell you all the time, you want to talk to people who are interested in your topic. So you got to know your demographic. You got to know the psychographic of that group, meaning their interests, their values, what are the things that they're passionate about. And then you also got to know their pain points, the things they're struggling with, the things they're challenged by. So as you are going live, you are talking to your audience, and because you're talking to them, people will stop. People who are interested in listening to your topic and what you have to share, they're going to say, okay, you know what, let me listen a little bit more. This person said something that's pretty intriguing. So you'll be able to build your community that way. Thanks for the way of describing things. Very helpful to me. Thank you, Dorothy M. Appreciate your friend. How you doing, Luna? Thank you so much. I love it. Very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. So yeah, so you want to make sure that you are always talking to your audience. I got my stands to all set up. Okay, that's really the first step. I mean, well, that's one of the behind the scenes steps, because if you're trying to offer people a solution. Remember, I told you, you know their pain points, so you know what they're challenged by. So as you're setting up your live and having that conversation, you want to make sure that you are um, being as value added as possible. I say you want to add value. So as you're adding value, as you're talking to your audience and you're sharing the different things that you're coming live about, you're creating a solution for them. And then they're going to say, okay, you know what? I didn't know I needed that. Or, wow, you have that. I need that. Let me go to your solution. So you want to make sure that you have all that stuff set up as well. So that, again, as you're having this conversation, it will drive people to, you're going to lead them to that solution, essentially. I tell people all the time, essentially, if you are talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody, because that means that you're not talking to the right people, and people are not going to stop unless they feel like your live is set up for them. And you want to make sure you're always adding value. So you need to know your audience, you need to know their pain points, again, that demographic and the psychographic. And in the first few lives, I tell you guys all the time, thank you for liking the live, thank you for liking and sharing the live out, friends. The first couple of lives, I don't think you should just jump in and start talking about all the things that you have available. I think you need to spend time getting to allow people to get to know, like, and trust you. Okay? So it's not all about, okay, here's where you can get this from, and here's what you can do here. No, it's about you creating, that relationship, that trust. So people, well, first of all, they got to know you before they start trusting you. So you are sharing your story. So as you're sharing your story, why you're here, what you're doing, what your live stream is all about, people are coming in and they're listening. And they're like, okay, interesting. I needed this. This is a person I needed to talk to. I was curious about this process, or I was curious about this topic. This is something that I wanted to hear more about. And then they start asking questions. And what you want to do, especially early on, you want to make sure people are asking questions. Okay? Thank you, Susie. Appreciate your friend. You want to make sure people are asking questions. Encouraged. How are you, friend? Lonnie, I haven't seen you in a minute. How's everything going? Hello, Angie. Thank you so much for the roses. Appreciate your friend. Good afternoon. Appreciate your friend coming on in. See, I haven't seen you in a while. How's your lives been going? How is everything going, friend? Um, and so, yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're sharing more information about yourself. I actually would caution anybody from just going in and going into sales mode, because, again, it takes people a while, and I'm just being in general. People take time to get to know you. You got to take time to get to know them, and they're taking time and evaluate if they like you and they want to get to know you and come back again. Okay. Good afternoon. How you doing, Quinta? Thank you so much for joining. So you want to be intentional about spending that time early on getting to know people, okay, and talking a lot in your chat. Luna, are you still in the room? Let me know if you're still here. But because she did her second live today. Hello, 4433 Kelvin. Thank you so much, friend. Hello to you. And so, Miss Darlene, thank you so much for coming back. See you, friend. Thank you, pals. So she did a really good job of having a lot of relevant questions. I loved your questions, because guess what? Those questions had us chatting, had us commenting, had us engaging. We were answering her questions. And so her questions were really good. Now, I realized another good practice that she did, which was a pro move. She made sure her early live had people she knew in live. So there were people who joined her live that were friends, that were people who have come back, that engaged before. Yes, relevant questions. That's it. Yep. You want to have those relevant questions in there. That's a good idea. Yeah, she really did. She had a list of, and so she only did her live for 30 minutes. She said, "I learned from you." Appreciate your friend. But your questions were so good. I mean, really good questions that were relevant to her live. Gina, thank you. How are you, friend? Yes. Empowered, thank you for sharing out the live. I see your friend. Hopefully, you're not going to be not able to chat. You said I did. Yeah. And so your questions were so good in the sense that it had us all thinking and chatting. Now, let me brag on you for a second because I did like your live too because your live topic was right up my alley because I'm a person where, you know, let me hold on. TikTok just gave us a flash go. Appreciate you guys. We got the goat stickers that we got to give out. Time limit. Appreciate your friend. So yeah, she set a time limit. She gave herself 30 minutes to do her live. Appreciate you all for the goat stickers. Thank you so much. This is the goat gift. This is the flash goal. It's one per person, so we can all chime in and get a goat. Anita, thank you so much. Appreciate you. So here's what she did, and I just thought it was a really good best practice. Jacqueline, thank you so much, friends. Come on in. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you for the support. General, how are you? Thank you for sharing out the live and sending this, the gift as well. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate you, friend. So here's what she did. You said I'm blushing. No, no, no. You. I mean, you. What you did was all you, and there's your live. Be right back doing the opening ceremony at festival. Oh wow, look at you. Festival what we are at this weekend. Look at you. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nika Grace. Um, so here's what I would say. What she did, and this is just as a new person. Again, Luna, this is your second live. So, and Luna, if you want to come up and talk about it, I'm totally fine with that as well. Because I just think it's helpful for other people to hear from a new person's perspective. But essentially, what she did was her topic is focused on different ways that she finds these nice. If you look at her page, you'll see her profile, you'll see her bio and stuff. But essentially, she is looking at the niche of thrifting and kind of luxury items in particular. So she's one of those people that's gonna find through maybe going to thrifting places, garage sales. She mentioned consignment stores. She's looking at things like that from that perspective, and she's actually affiliate with an affiliate for one of the other social sites, whatnot. So she's doing that as well. So she's able to talk about that. But her questions were kind of people who are doing that same type of finding these nice little finds when you go to a thrift store. If you go someplace and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they gave away this, vintage item or this luxury item. And so she was asking questions surrounding like, what do you like? Do you like, you know, um, gifts that are what's your favorite purse or what's the best thing that you found recently. So she was able to ask questions and we were chatting and communicating back with her. So just know if you're being intentional about your questions and making sure your questions are relevant to your topic and your audience is getting to know you. Now at the end of the day, she may, I don't know, Luna, I don't know what your end game is. She may say, hey guys, if you want to buy my XYZ in my stand store or get my freebie, she may turn into something when she's going to offer you something, sometime down the road. But in the meantime, she's getting to know you. You're getting to know her. She's telling you all the different places you can go and other people who are content creators. Maybe you might want to go to their page and see some things that they're doing. So, really good tips, really good information that was shared in her second live. I got a bestie on here, Just Fabulous. Yes, Just Fabulous is here. You said, thank you, Luna. No, I had a good time. That was a good live. You did really well. How you doing, Dr. B? Appreciate your friend. Sophia, how are you, friend? Come on in. This is the season of garage sales. It is. She was sharing all great tips. So definitely want to stop by if you want to connect with her and just kind of hear some of her great tips and strategies for finds. Um, if you're in Minneapolis, let me know. I know the cutest neighborhoods. You know what? Miss Darlene, she's in the room. Noir, Heaven's Love. I know that's your other name. But yeah, Miss Darlene, she's in the room too. So she's a Minneapolis person. And she goes live doing different neighborhoods too. So that's awesome. I'm present. Yes. Empowered was connecting with you. Just followed her. Yes, yes. So that's what this is all about. You guys are connecting. I appreciate you. Share out the live. Yes. So, yeah, you definitely want to come up with your questions. So, sponsored, as you said, Minneapolis is beautiful. You know what? I have not gone, and I went to Miss Darlene's live. Have you done it recently? She went to the Mall of America. I was like, oh my gosh, that's on my bucket list of places to go because I have never gone. And I'm from the Midwest, but have never gone up to the Mall of America. So I say at some point I'm going to go. You know, that's to me, it's one of those places where you should go at some point if you're gonna go if you're a mall person. Who is my neighbor? It is, let's see. Noir. Let's see. Heaven's Love is the normal name. I'm gonna pin your comment. Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. Hold on one second. Let me pin your comment. That's your neighbor, friend. That's your neighbor. So yes. Um, So, Miss Darlene, yeah, definitely connect. And then I know some other people in the room are um, also fans of Minneapolis. Yep, so the mall is amazing and more than a day's trip if you want to take your time. Yes, yes. So that's why I said I had a friend, one of my good girlfriends. So her daughter and my daughter go to the same college. They're roommates, so they're besties. They've known each other since since kindergarten actually, and they met on the first day. And her mom and the mothers we've connected. We've had the girls do Girl Scouts together, so we've been let the girls grow up. So that's her bestie, and we would go shopping. So this is the funny part about it, because when they were little kids, we would do the Black Friday shopping, and they would end up with like the same gifts because we were shopping. We were like, oh, I like that, I like that. So the girls would end up with the same gifts. So they always joked like, okay, y'all been shopping again together. But we always said we were gonna take the girls and go there and go shopping with them. And we haven't done it. Now they're 20, almost 20. Well, her daughter just made 20 actually last week. My daughter's 20 in August. But yeah, we said we were going to take them, but now I think we missed our window of taking them on the trip. So now we probably just need to go ourselves. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see. We catch up on a couple comments. I see y'all chatting. Thank you so much in the chat. Yes. Uh, is it Naima? Nar? Okay, look at there. Awesome. Love that. Beautiful. Let's see. Dr. Lisa got 5 hours live so far. So what did you say? I got 5 hours live so far. Oh, what is that? You did how many live? You 5 hours? Did you do how many lives is that then? How many have you done? Awesome. So is that like 5 separate lives? You done an hour each? You done an hour each? Naima, Light John, Coaching Train song. Okay. That tells you I don't know that song, but I will look it up. It's probably something I probably have known. I know it, and then I'm like, oh, that's the song. I'm pinning the goat sticker. We need one. We need 5 more to complete the goal. We'll see if TikTok is gonna. Um, he said, "Aw, yes." So we'll see if TikTok is going to approve of me coming out of whatever whatever shadows I'm in right now. Dang it, use the last penny on the popular. Appreciate your pals though. Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. That's all that matters, that you're in the room. Sister Mecca, thank you so much for being here. No, about 3.5. Okay, good. Dang it. So Jean, so you've done 3, almost 4, and some of them have been at least an hour or so. So that's good. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. So yes, yeah, that is absolutely good. Happy birthday, belated Nisi. That's the Nisi's friend. Her birthday was last week. The friend's birthday was last week. My daughter is in August. She's the end of August. Yeah, so yes, and I do have 4 months. Why do you have 4 months? Gene, what's your lives? I'm like, wait a minute. It's that busy? Is it? I mean, I'm being serious though. Are you like with moderators? You have 4 moderators in the room because your room is rooming? Let me know what's happening over there. And what's your topic? You know what? My live host, put that in the room, put that in the chat. My live host, put your time zone topic. Let's get to, you said not yet, but you have 4 lined up. I love that. You said, I got them lined up. They're ready. Oh, that's right, the diamond dots. That's right. Okay, and in all fairness to you as well, it's a matter of you looking at the diamond dots, you're talking, and it's hard to probably to keep up with the chat. Is that's what's happening? You're like, okay, let me make sure I have somebody in the room to help with the comments and stuff like that and keep the flow going because I may be looking down doing the diamond dots. I'm assuming that's what you're sharing. But no, that's good that you're moving, friend. I have to tell my daughter to pull out her diamond dot kits because that was a fun time. We did that exactly. Yeah. We did it a lot during the pandemic days. We would sit there and do little puzzles and stuff, and that was a fun kind of activity for us to do together. She was a little younger, so I had her still interested in those type of crafts. So it was good times. All right, friends. You said, Coach Fee, you said Sunday school 9 a.m. and free to be me Monday p.m. Eastern. Love that. Sister Mecca, you said Fridays and Sundays, God willing, no time, no time set. Bonus lives as well. Okay, got your friend. You guys know if you're still in the room, you know I always say it's not a bad idea to have a schedule. So, you know, it allows people to know when you are going live, what time you're going live, when to expect you, because people come and go watch your live. So you have some people who will come in the app and be here consistently, but you have a lot of people who are coming one day, they're scrolling, maybe they're not on their phone all the time, and they scroll past your live and they're like, oh wow, let me come back and sit. But then as they're thinking about your live more consistently, they'll come back and they'll keep coming back. They'll keep supporting. So you want to make sure you have a time so that they know when to expect you. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, friend. Thank you, sponsorship. Appreciate you. Sponsorship, let me know if you have any more questions because I want to make sure you are rest to go when you start going live because you got the access. You say you have no time set. Okay. So yeah, with your mods, you're gonna definitely need to set a time for them too, so that they can help. My last live was on emergencies. Okay. What you mean? It was on the topic of emergencies, or was it just like, oh, let me just go? What do you mean by emergencies? Let me know what that meant. Appreciate your friend. Let's see. Folks, pass the bell. Press the bell so they are notified when you're on for the most part. Yes, yes, that's true. And you want to get, thank you for sharing that, Sister Mecca, because you want to get in the habit of telling people that. So I got away from doing that. I should bring it back. I try to do it every now and then when I think of it. But I tell people to click my profile picture. My mini profile pops up. If you click the profile again, it takes you to my main profile. And then you can click the bell in my top right corner to know when I post and when I go live. And so that's how you know. The mini profile, if you click notifications, it will alert you when I go live. So that is something you can do as a shortcut. But you want people to go to your content too. So you always want to drive people to your content. Drive and give me 5. Okay, awesome. Should we go live same day, same time daily? Absolutely. That is a good practice. If you are able to do that, I don't want to overwhelm you, but if you are able to, first of all, go live daily, because the algorithm is going to remember you. You'll see that as a way of having your live get pushed out. Usually week 3, 4, you'll see a change in how your room is starting to pick up a little bit more. As well as you'll see people are, again, getting to know you and they're coming back and getting more information from you. It will take it will take some time for your community to build. But if you are showing up consistently, then they will come back and support. So just keep that in mind. That is a strategy. It's a good strategy. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Central. Friday, Accessories, Beauty, and Inspired Glow Up. Let me pin the goal one more time. Let's see if TikTok lets me do it. We are in the last minute and a half. So I just want to make sure if you have not been able to send one goat sticker, that is the Daily Heart Me goal. I'm sorry, the Flash goal. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. I reached out late July. Say that again? Okay, one second. I reached out to late July, early August. Um, Let me know what you meant by that, Noir. Hold on one second. Thank you all. I appreciate you all trying to support the lives, trying to get us to that flash goal. We got 2 more in the last minute. If anybody has an opportunity to send it, you can now. Topics, sister says topics because um, folks wait to get their affairs in order, and an emergency doesn't have a set time and date. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Thank you all. I appreciate you. You guys, oh, you guys are so kind. My Flash Gold people. TikTok, is one per person. That's what it is. So it has to be a total of 17 or 18 people who send it. But thank you so much. Sponsorship, you're so sweet. But that's one per person. Um, I've reached, hold on one second. So you said, I don't know why this chat is moving the way it is because it's interesting. I reached out to late July, early August. I'm trying to get my appointments out of the way before I set my times. Okay, the key to being your authentic self that will make folks get notifications for you. Yes, that is true. That is true. Um, how do you set the goals? How do you set the goals? Um, TikTok allows you. So let me Mecca, sponsorship, let me come right back to your comment. Let me just make sure I didn't miss something because the chat's moving. Sorry, I'm multitasking. No problem. What determines the goal? Okay. TikTok will give you a goal. The flash goal is something that TikTok just sets. It's not something that you can set. It happens, depends on what time throughout the live. I've seen it vary. So most recently it's been varying, but it usually happens within the first 10 minutes of your live that you get this flash goal. And it's an opportunity to activate the live. Now, again, I said earlier, I'm operating in this kind of, I say the shadows. So I'm going to spell the word BAN because, again, it's one of these things where I'm not sure why my room is operating the way it is. It's not having the same push out to the FYP the way it was previously. In this month of May, June, I've noticed the difference. I was sharing earlier, I recently, and just kind of thinking through what did I do differently. I recently quit an agency that I belonged to in the month of May. So I wonder if that's an impact. I also in the month of May started a shop page and I was kind of commingling things with this account and the other account. So those two things are now sticking in my head. Like maybe that's it. I'm trying to kind of think of all the different things I've done differently that would have caused TikTok to say, "Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna put you in a timeout." So I'm kind of in a timeout right now. So I don't know. To answer your question, let me go back to your question and start talking about myself. Let me go back to your question. You asked what determines the goal. So TikTok determines the goal. And so they determine the goal based on how many people are in your room. So usually it's a number that's achievable, but it just depends on who's in the room. The other thing is you get a wish box. So that is set up after you've done 3 lives over the course of 3 separate days. So you got to be over the course of 3 separate days. You'll get the opportunity to set up a wish goal. Okay. Thank you all who are in the live on the YT. Appreciate your friends. Go ahead and put a comment. Let me know you're here. Thank you for supporting the live. Um, so yeah, that's something you want to keep in. You said, Noir, you said I will reach out early fall. Gotcha, friend. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing a lot. What is the puzzle piece for on TikTok, Jean? The puzzle piece is also kind of random. It's a way for TikTok to know you're active in your live. So you slide the puzzle piece and put it in place. You usually get it. I've seen it happen within like an hour of you going out live. So it doesn't happen all the time either. It's kind of like this. Hi, Omeka. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for liking on the live on the YT. Appreciate you being here. Also, seasonal changes. Okay. Thank you. People are out since the weather is warming. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, for the lives in Minneapolis, gotcha. I was trying to connect the dots. I was like, wait a minute. All right. Appreciate all and who are in the room. Thank you for joining the live. I see you all coming in. Good afternoon from the rainy Des Moines, Iowa. How you doing, friends? Call me Kings. How are you, King? Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm joining you from Orlando, Florida. Let me do my commercial real quick because my friend is over here liking a live and supporting a live. You guys know I do the co-streaming over on the YT. So I'm on the screen here. I am live here. If I say anything that you need for me to go back and repeat, if there's anything I say, you can go over on the YT. It's saved on a playlist. Same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, same channel. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She is in the chat. I think she had to step away already though, but she is someone that will answer questions surrounding how to set up your channel on the YT, how to get things optimized so that you can have a successful channel. So again, I'm trying to make sure you guys are set up for success, and everything doesn't have to happen here. You can go and make sure you're in those other playgrounds too. So I say that because I want you guys to be successful. So just keep that in mind. If you follow me over there and leave a comment on one of my shorts or long form videos, I see that. I can comment back and subscribe to your channel. So make sure you subscribe to anyone's channel last. Don't do it first, because again, they see that as fake engagement. You said we got thunderstorms coming in Virginia. Oh, stay safe. We had them here in Florida. They've been popping up a lot. Set up for success. Yes, I love hearing that. That's what it's all about, friends. You got to make sure you are doing everything you can to be successful. So, and it requires you to just make sure you're putting yourself out there in multiple ways. How you doing, Shula? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. Let me know if you have any questions. My friends, if you have not followed the live host, go ahead and follow the live host or click the daily heart me as well. Thank you so much. She's great in help and resources. Thank you so much, America. Yes, she is great. She is absolutely great. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate you joining. So again, this is my go live with confidence and ease. So I started this live session. So when I talked about starting my story, my journey, I started way back in January, going every single day. So you're looking at someone who is at their 6-month mark, going live every day. Recognizing that, TikTok, there's been some roller coasters, some up and down with how your room is rooming and how things are going. And right now we're in the downturn. But let me say, you stay consistent, you stay at it, you'll see that upswing. You'll go right back up again. So that's what I tell you. Just stay at it. Don't give up. I know in the beginning it's a little unnerving. You're trying to figure out what else could you be doing. But at the end of the day, stay consistent, okay? That's what I tell you. Oh, Dr. Liz, if I ask you, what is TikTok Studio? TikTok Studio, I got accepted. You got accepted to TikTok Studio. I don't know why that would be an acceptance. Let me know what you meant by that. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Noir. Accepted. TikTok Studio is on your home page. On your profile page. You click that takes you to tools and analytics. You can download the app. That's why I said, why would I say accepted? You can download the app to get into TikTok Studio and use it that way. I'm not sure. Are you saying a different name? You mean Live Studio? That's something you would get accepted to. Hello, Nika Grace. That's something you would get accepted to, if that's what you're talking about. Hello, Nurse Hub. How are you, friend? Nurse Hub. TikTok sent me a congratulations. Yes, to Live Studio. I'm assuming that's what you're sharing. So Live Studio is where you can go on the app. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you joining from FYP. Monica, thank you for being here. Yes, that one. Okay, gotcha. Okay, awesome. Yes, so Live Studio is, yes, that's different. Live Studio is where you can go live from your desktop. So if you want to go live from a computer. I have not done it before, so I don't know much about how to utilize it. I actually did see it because I went on to my other account when I was setting up the shop stuff. I went over there and I was trying to find Live Manager, which is something separate. It's part of TikTok Shop. And I came across Live Studio to download and get access to. So I was like, well, maybe it's in there. And that's when I opened it and I tried to poke around a little bit. But I don't know much about it. So I've never gone live on the studio part. So I hear mixed reviews about it. I heard people say it was glitchy. It was not very reliable. There were some things that was going on with the system, the software. So I don't know if that changed. That was early on, like maybe February. People were like kind of disillusioned about it. So I don't want to totally speak bad about it. I think it's probably worth maybe exploring if that's something you want to do it from the desktop or from your computer. You're so calm. I followed immediately. Thank you, Monica. Appreciate your friend. Monica, I love the name Monica because my sister is named Monica. So I am used to hearing that name. I shared that story before we grew up. Um, Lisa and Monica and I had an uncle. It's an old song called Mona Lisa, and he would sing that all the time. He would sing it to us when he would see us. So yeah, even though I was live this afternoon for an hour, I could go back this evening. You can absolutely, you absolutely can. So yeah, you will love it here, Monica. Oh, that's sweet, Trisha. That's so sweet. We gonna cheer to that. That is so true. Yeah, you absolutely can. So I go live. I did my 10 o'clock this morning, 10 a.m. So my friends in the room, if you're new to my live, 10 a.m. I treat it more like a strategy conversation. So when I'm talking to you at 10 o'clock, I'm talking to you about how do you go live and monetize your expertise, meaning that within your live, what are you doing to make sure you're building your community? But then also I talk, because you guys heard me say it earlier, I talk about, okay, if you're building a community and you know the demographic of your audience, the psychographic and the pain points, how are you offering a solution? What are you adding value and leading them to that solution? Or that becomes an additional passive income. So it's not just the live that you're monetizing, but you're also thinking about, okay, what else could I be doing where people can click the link in my bio, or people can purchase something through, my other sites, consultations, whether it's a physical product or a digital product. You can offer different things for people to get. So just recognizing that this live stream is a form of digital marketing. So I teach that. I want you to see the big picture, just not just, oh, let me go live. So my 4 p.m. is about confidence and ease, meaning that my nervous people, my shy people, my introverted people, my people who are like, okay, I don't know if I could do this. This is where I try to make sure you feel confident in your ability, but also helping you understand the platform so that you can be successful. So that's what I talk about here. But I want you all first with, you have to have the right mindset to do it. So this is kind of a mindset conversation. And then I just share different things you need to know to be successful when you do go live. Um, and then tonight, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I also do, so this is to Eugene. So 10 a.m., 4 p.m. is this page, my Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income page. At 8:30 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I have my shop page, which is Dr. Lisa Shops. So I talk about all tech products for beginners, content creators, and live hosts. So that's what I've been focused on for I've been doing this. This is week 4 of doing the live streams that way. It is 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Orlando, Florida. So yes, East Coast, 4 p.m. Eastern. So that's what we're doing now. Let's keep tapping. Thank you, Miss Darlene. Appreciate your friend. Hello, all my friends joining the live. Appreciate all the support. Let me know if you have any questions. Dr. Lisa, this is my home. I appreciate you. We love Dr. Lisa. She is a very helpful person to us shy people. Yes, I'm a shy person. I'm a shy person. I say it all the time. I'm shy. I'm introverted. Hello, friend Flex with Parney. Thank you so much from India. Appreciate you being here. My friend on the YT said hello. Hello, friend. Yeah, so when I say you got to know your demographic, you got to know who you're talking to. You said, yes, this is home. Appreciate you. You got to know who you're talking to. You got to know who's in the room. If you know your audience, then you'll be able to speak to, again, the things that they're interested in, that they want to know. But then you also can speak to those things that they're challenged by. Like, how do you help them? You said, definitely home. So, yeah, so you got to know who your audience is. So as you are talking and engaging as a viewer, I tell people to make sure you are actively participating, because that support matters. Leadership, how are you, friend? That support matters. And as a live host, so I talk to you guys from the perspective of a live host, and then also from the perspective of a viewer, like things you need to do so that when you go live, you know how your viewers should support your live. Okay? Seasoned, how are you, friend? And so you want to make sure your viewers are actively engaging by liking the live. That's the 22.4K likes up here under my name. That is the liking the live. If you are commenting, comments are gold. You want people to comment. You want them to engage. You want the chat to get to chatting. You want that. So you want to ask questions. That's going to boost that engagement. You want to make sure you are also, um, inviting them to connect with one another. You're building community. So that's part of it as well. We'll build community with intentionality. Leadership, you said, Dr. Lisa, guess what? I got into the TikTok affiliate program last night. Congratulations. Awesome. So was that a goal? Let me know, was that a goal? Because 1,200, that's awesome. Was that a goal of yours to get into the TikTok shop? So congratulations. And then I tell people the work now begins. Not to be funny, but it is kind of funny. The work now begins. Because TikTok shop is a whole thing. It is a whole vibe because you got to make sure you stay in compliance. You got to make sure that you are actually showing up, doing those videos in the live. So yes, it is a thing. Yes, and I've already made my first 5 videos. Okay, awesome. So you have products then. So you have products that you. Hello, Corey. Thank you so much. So you have products that you already. I'm assuming purchased from TikTok Shop, and then you have created videos for those products. That's awesome. Um, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Yes, she means business. She is not playing with y'all, Trisha. She is not playing at all. She's like, I'm in it to win it. I am in it to win it, friend. So let me say this. Here's what you can do. You want to keep track, especially if you are actively creating content and you're going to keep creating your videos. I think you get 5 shoppable lives with the pilot program and 3 shoppable videos that you can do. So you got 3 videos that you can go live and do live hosting that way, shoppable lives that way. So I would encourage you, if you're looking to get sales quickly, definitely put your content out there. Those 5 videos a week, you can do that. And then when it comes to your shoppable lives, I would say get in the habit of going live too, because the lives for me convert. They've been converting faster than the videos. Now, again, when it comes to videos, to me, it's a love-hate relationship. So content creation, I know it's important. I know you have to do it, but it is one of those things where I can click this go live button and get to talking. That is an easier path forward for me. But if it's not your thing, I would say definitely make sure you're doing your 5 videos. Make sure you're utilizing the hashtags and being intentional about how you are using your catchy hook on the page and talking about the product. Yep, I'm gonna do them lives this weekend. Okay, awesome. Because that's where you get you'll get more as you get more sales. That's called the GMV, the gross merchandise value. And so as you are getting more sales, that increases. You get more chances to get samples, and then you also are set up for getting more commission. Essentially, as people are buying your products, you're getting commission off those products. So you want to make sure you're being doing as many, putting all the content as you can, the 5 videos, and doing the 3 lives. And what TikTok will do is give you full unlimited access sooner than later. So you'll get it sooner. Sooner meaning that you don't have to have 5,000 followers if you are producing, if you're making sales. So just keep that in mind, that there's how you unlock getting full access. So you want to make sure you are putting as much content out there as possible. Can you push the button, but content part is? Yes, you can push the button, but content part is. Yeah, pushing the button to go live. It's easy for me. Like I said, for me, it's like, okay, let me talk. Let me just get over here and get to chatting. Now, I will say I'm still learning when it comes to shop. Okay, so shop is a whole task because you are multitasking. Because here, all I do is just talk. You see my hands. I'm chatting with y'all. I'll put my hands on the screen and start tapping and stuff. That I can do. But when it comes to showing the product, pinning the product, remember to take the pin away, remember to add the pin, remembering to, you're supposed to be kind of in your chat too, communicating, getting people to communicate back. All of that, all of that multitasking, It's a learning curve, I will say, and it's not that I have it perfect. So what I've been doing, I've been practicing doing this and doing it. This is going to be my fourth week of doing it, and it's getting better. I can see my improvement. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. You're not searching for perfection. You're here. You're growing. You're getting better with each time you do it, but it does take practice. Okay, so doing the shoppables, yes, you just got to be careful. I did get it was 2 weeks ago I got a violation for, now again, it wasn't my, I personally think they should have fixed that. It wasn't my bad because I was showing my turntable, which is the turnstile electronic turntable where you can show products. And I had a simple flower, one of my artificial flowers on it, and for whatever reason, it gave me a violation because it was like unrelated product. I was like, I wasn't trying to promote the flower. I was promoting the turntable. so it, so just keep that in mind. Those type of things you just got to be careful about because there is the nuances that you, is some gray areas. You got to make sure you don't say certain things, especially when you're talking about health products, and you got to be careful about those products and stuff. So a lot of it is doing your research and stuff. Thank you so much, Bernard. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. We gotta we gotta make sure we don't have the kids in the room. so yes, appreciate you coming in, and thank you, America. They thought you were selling flowers. I guess they did. They thought I was selling flowers. Yes. I was like, I'm not selling flowers, I'm selling the turntable. My nervous fling lash up is very different than talking about what I'm an expert in. Yes, yes. Can I go live for the unbox part too, or just talking about it and showing it? You could go live for the unboxing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could show the product as you're opening up the product right then and there. So, for example, say I was showing this product and I was like, okay, guys, and I'm showing and I'm pulling it out. I'm actually can't show it because I'm actually the stand that I'm using my phones on. This is the stand. But just recognize, like, if you were showing it for the first time, you could do that. Since I do electronics, I try not to. I made the mistake, and this is what I say: you learn as you're doing it. I made the mistake of not charging my products. Like my electronics was not charged. My tablet was going out on me. My other devices, there was like two or three other devices I had not charged in a couple days. So again, you kind of learn. So I end up, that live was sloppy. First of all, it was sloppy. Turntables are popular again. They are. They sure are. So it was really sloppy. And I realized, okay, lesson learned to myself. I need to make sure my devices are charged. Matter of fact, I need to see if my tablet, I got to look at it when I get off this live and make sure it's charged. I got to make sure my devices are charged. And I got to make sure that as you're displaying things, that everything is in working order. So you just got to make sure. So if you have products that are not something that needs to be charged, yeah, why not? Like some lipstick and you're unboxing it for the first time, taking it out the box, yeah, you absolutely can do that. Yeah. Type of phone's ringing, I can push live button, but when it comes to content, it's something else. I know, I'm the same way. I'm making it funny with the charge. I love that. Hello, hey, hi Layla, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining the live. But yeah, so yeah, I would yes, you definitely can come live and show the products that way. And you just got to make sure you're pinning the products. You got to make sure you are, yes, I do remember you. Thank you, friend. Make sure you are pinning the products, making sure that you are removing the pin as you talk about another product. Make sure that you are intentionally not describing another product and talking too much about the other product when you have the current product pinned. Okay, so there's a lot of multitasking that you got to keep up with so that you stay that you don't get in trouble. What's the last thing you learned? Okay, let's say that. What's the last thing you learned doing a product live? What's the last thing you learned? Um, You know, oh gosh. Well, I did live yesterday. So I did a live yesterday. Um, I think if anything, it's something I'm picking up on. I want to stay live for 2 hours. I don't want to go too far over because I start at 8:30. So 8:30 to 10:30 is fine. I don't want to be in the 11, 12 o'clock hour. That's a little long for me. Just being live, especially if I do my 10 or my 4 o'clock. I need to make sure I don't overload with too many products in my showcase that I'm in my product set that I'm showing, because the longer you have to go through those products, the longer you're going to be live. So just recognizing that. Thank you so much, Mac. I appreciate the support on the line T as well. Just knowing that you got to be mindful of your timing. So I think that's the one thing I would try to say from last night. I stayed on till 11. I think it was after 11. It's like 11:10. So, again, an extra 40 minutes is an extra 40 minutes. Do you have to do multiple products in one live? Yes, you do. You want to have, they tell you should have up to 10. That's too many. I had 13 yesterday, and like I said, it was extra time that it was on live. You want to cycle through them maybe a couple times and talk through them. So if you did 10, you could probably do, essentially you can do 10 in about 90 minutes. Because if you're going 5 to 7 minutes talking about the products, pinning them out, describing them, answering questions, doing all the things, kind of reiterating the deals and stuff. So you want to be able to do that, but then also you want to be able to maybe leave time to circle back and talk about some of those products. Some of them might be on flash sale. So you're like, hey guys, this sale is ending in 2 hours, 3 hours. I had a product that actually ended throughout my live. So I was like, it will say, okay, hey, I'm going to repin this because it's about to end in 5 minutes. I want you all to see it. So just going through that habit of showing the products multiple times will be good. People are coming in and out of your life, just like here. People are coming in and out constantly. So you want to be able to constantly talk about the products as well. Thank you all. Ooh, I'm not doing that many at a time. No, I would say this. They say the recommended time frame is like 2 hours for live, for a shoppable one. So if you're thinking in 2 hours you're going to talk about 5 products, if you could have 10, that's awesome. But 5 products, just thinking like first hour you're talking about those first 5. Maybe the second hour you're re-showcasing them. So maybe you go 90 minutes. Maybe it's not quite 2 hours, but you're going 90 minutes. But you definitely want to have a nice amount that you're showing. I am not going to do it today. Maybe I'll be able to do it tomorrow. I think my other page, I want to get away from this page talking so much about shop stuff, because in my mind, that was part of the confusion with how my room has been in the shadows lately. Today I thought about it and I was like, well, maybe it's because I left the agency too, because I quit that agency in May. And so it could be part of a penalty. I'm not sure. But currently I'm experiencing that. Nika says she heard someone else say something similar. So maybe that's part of it. So I'm just trying to think through what else could be happening right now. I apologize for talking the shop then. No, it's not you. No, it's me. I'm totally fine. But I'm thinking I'm going to talk about it as a separate live session on that account. So I just want to start announcing that to you all. So if you're really curious, we can go over there and just have a separate conversation. Probably not today. I'll see. Maybe if today's not going to work because I'm going to get on to the Live Legion is the TikTok shop agency I belong to, and she has a session at 7. So I probably will be there at 7. Oh, got it live over there on shop. Yes, got it. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'll do a live over there and just make that my shop conversation with people, just so that again, trying to separate the two conversations. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I think I want to start over there just to get a sense of how the room is growing and responding. And is it just this side that's in the shadows, or I can't say that I was necessarily in the shadows yesterday. Yesterday's live, I think I got up, it didn't get super high. It was probably close to this on average that was in my room. So it could be in the shadows over there too. And so it's both accounts. I'm not sure though. Last Saturday when I went live, I had 150 people. It was like over 100 that came into the room. So that's why I was thinking, well, maybe it's not over there. It's just over here. But I only go live those 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we'll see what tonight looks like. Really quickly, my friends in the room, the weekends, you typically do get more engagement just in general, because people are scrolling. They're looking for something to do. They pick up their phones. Maybe during the week they were so busy that they weren't able to scroll as much, but the weekends you do get a lot more engagement. So just something to think about if you're going to go live, that you want to be intentional about. How do you add at least Saturday or Sunday, one if not both, but add them to your list so you have that as an option as well. Waiting for my lanyard so I can do the regular topic live teaching with while I knit. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that idea. Yeah, so you're in the crafting. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Monica. You're welcome, friend. No, not a problem. That makes me even more scared about joining an agency. Why? What do you mean? Oh, you talking about me? Oh, here, the creator network agencies. Yes, yes. You gotta. Yeah, I don't. Do your research. Like I said, I don't know what it could have. I don't want to. It popped in my head that that is something that has changed. It has changed. That is something that yeah, just did as well. So, not sure if that's what caused it, but it is something that's happened more recently than not. Not going to talk about craft. I'm going to talk communication skills and leadership power. Oh, I love that, plus leadership power. I love that. As you knit, is that what you're saying? Said I'm not talking about knitting, but I'm going to be knitting as I talk. I love that. You might get some knitters in the room though. People might stop and watch you because they see you knitting. They're like, oh, let me see, let me click and see what she's talking about. Yes, there are live and knitting, 2 for 1 live and knitting. That's it. Yeah. There's a person. So yes, Michelle crochets. Now she is part of the crochet community, but she's looking to. Thank you so much, friends. She is looking to add going. I mean, she is adding the content creation on YouTube on the YT to her community. So she's helping people understand how to build that out. And then the goal is for her to transition totally to that topic. So, for you, you're starting off with leadership conversation, and knitting is just something. Yes, knitting is the integration tool. It helps the nervous system and listening. Yes, yes. Um, well, and it probably is for you. You're listening. I mean, you're talking, so it's probably that active way of that active movement too, as you're communicating and sharing out. I know there's someone else who's also part of the crocheting community, where her topic is talking about crime stories, serial, the crime stories, those type of things. So that's part of her niche, and so she's talking and she's crocheting and sharing stories. So just an interesting way of how you use that as a way to build community too, because people do that. People are always watching television or doing some other activity as the TV's going in the background, or if they're watching intently, they're still doing this kind of you know motion to make sure that they're focusing on what's happening on the screen. I'm one of those where when my hair, so my hair is like this now, but I'm one of those that play in my hair. I twist my hair while I'm watching. So I often keep it in buns so I don't have that where it's twisted too much, because I'll end up braiding and twisting because I'm doing that motion. Mass production simply beaten is the same for me. Yes, I'm the meditation. Yep, yep. I'm about building community and teaching indigenous culture. Okay. Oh, I love that. Um, so yes, so friends, so I'll keep you posted on the shop conversation. I'm trying to build that out. I'll probably find a time to do it around the time I'm going to go live, or add another day in the evening where I can go over there and do the live stream. Maybe like a Monday. So I might do something like that, or potentially even Saturday where I do both the live and the shoppable live. So do both things. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm probably gonna head off if you haven't gotten your points for Daily Heart Me. Because I'm doing the live tonight at 8:30, I usually try to cut my live here short on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays, because I did my 10 o'clock, I did my 4 o'clock Eastern, so Eastern time zone, and then I'm about to do 8:30 Eastern. So you guys are welcome to join me over there at 8:30 this evening. It is on my other account, Dr. Lisa Shops. So if you want to go over there, Dr. Lisa Shops. And again, I have products that are all for the tech products, beginner friendly products, products to help you with your live streaming, products to support you if you're doing shoppable lives. One of the products that's pretty popular lately, that's been a popular one, is my easel for my tablet. So my tablet, I tell you all the time, leadership. Thank you so much. I tell you all the time I'm going live on the tablet. So my tablet is on a stand. You see that rod there? It's a and it has the little bin there. You guys see my stage lights too. But all that is part of my production setup. So I say that because people are really curious about that and wanting to make sure they have the right products. Thank you so much. Yes, that's the page. I'll pin it since you put it in there. It's at Dr. Lisa Shops, friend. Appreciate your support. Nika, Grace, thank you so much. So I'm doing that at 8:30, and then I will. I usually make sure I take some time to check emails, do some content creation. I'm gonna create content tonight for my shop page. This account I paused a little bit on content because again I'm in the shadows, and I heard that's something you might want to consider doing, to pause on your content for a week or so while you're in the shadows. But so I'm trying all types of things just to see what happens. But with that, um, I'm gonna go over there and post some stuff. So, but let me know. So if you ring my bell, I need to start saying that. If you ring my bell in my page here, my mini profile pops up. If you click my photo again, it takes you to my main profile. You can click my bell to see when I post content and when I go live. So both features are there. To click that bell in the right hand corner, to see when I go live and when I post content. And like I said, you said, what is in the shadows? I call it that without saying the BAN word too much. Recognizing that TikTok's a little sensitive, certain words, but that is when your views are not, when you're not being pushed out to the FYF, the For You feed. You're not seeing that level of being pushed out to get more people into the live for supporting the live stream when it comes to for the live stream or for your content. You don't see the same views and interests where it's getting pushed out. So you're in, it's almost like being in a timeout. You're in timeout. That's what's happening. TikTok has put you in timeout for some reason. I don't know if you ever really find out why. I think you can speculate why you're not being recommended. So I might again, I'm just speculating because I was using this account to set up my shop page. Maybe I was doing something where I was engaging too much with this account on my other account, and you're supposed to keep them separate. So that could have been a timeout. It could have been that I just recently quit an agency that I belonged to. My last day was Friday. So again, was it that? Was it the fact that I quit and now I have a 2 month penalty for before I can go to another agency? I'm not sure if that's it. So they usually say the timeout, the shadows, will last for about 2 weeks. I think I'm probably close to like day 9 or 10. So we'll see if anything clears up next week. But you know, you just notice a difference in terms of how your room is being supported and pushed out to the FYP, especially since it had been pretty successful. It's nothing really to appeal. I don't have a penalty. I don't have anything. It's nothing to appeal. So essentially, I think there's a number of reasons. So people will say, again, you know, having the accounts commingled, I didn't get a violation for it, but it's just now I'm not being recommended. Some people said with this newer update that they are seeing the same thing, so maybe it's just not me. Yeah, I'm shadowing. Yeah, I'm shadowed. It's obvious. It's like it's obvious. That's obvious. It's quite obvious. So I'm not sure. So like I said, other people said they've had that experience too. So I'm not sure if it's just universal and everyone's seeing a dip in how their rooms are looking or how things are being done. Although I did have some people come in today that said they were from the FYP. So you do see new people. but it seems as if a lot of my people are coming from my followers, which is great. Awesome. I'm gonna keep talking. I am gonna keep talking to y'all. I'm here for you all. I am gonna keep showing up. Matter of fact, I'm staying for another 5 minutes because I'm almost at 90 minutes. So I've been here literally almost 90 minutes, an hour and 25 minutes. So hey, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm doing twice a day, and I love the support. You guys are awesome, Lady BB. Thank you so much, Nika. Yes, hardly getting over 20 in here, and that's not normal. Yeah, yeah. So it's obvious in terms of how um, it's being been activated lately, because you guys are coming in, you're connecting, you're communicating, you're liking a lot. People are gifting, you guys are sharing the live out. There's 286 shares, you guys are tapping the screen, so things are happening. I know what was it, yesterday or the day before yesterday, the taps had gotten up to 80K. It was still like 20 people in the room. And so again, that's usually an indicator to push you out more. I could see if it was like 40, 50, and it was 80K. Yeah, that makes sense. It's still getting recommended, but the numbers, the way it's operating, and you could tell that it's not being shared and promoted. Ruthie, thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for the support. You guys are awesome. So, like I said, I tell you guys what I learn and what I'm seeing. And, if you guys see anything, like I said, each one teach one. So, if you guys see anything, let me know. You said, dang, that Silver Fox keeps sneaking in here and snatching my title. Who snatched your title? What happened? You're welcome. Have to support each other. Yes, friend. Yes. Um, Yeah, who snatched your title? You're still number one. You're still number one. Are you talking about the gift gallery? Hold on. Oh, you're talking about the gallery, I think. Are you talking about there? Oh, wow. Let's see. Silver Box, she took your Rosa. Okay. She took your finger hearts. That's what it was. Oh, wow. You guys are great. So I think the well is the one thing that's missing. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Appreciate you. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Mix it up with Gigi. You're connected with friends. If you guys, yeah, if you have not gotten your daily heart meet, click the daily heart meet so you can get your points, claim your points for that. Let me know. And if you are new to my room, so the past couple of days so this tells you I'm in the shadows too, because I'm at 4 new followers. 5 is where you get 2% for your diamonds you've collected. And again, how TikTok is operating, it is not recommending me, so I'm not getting the follower. I'm not hitting that goal either. So I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep showing up. How you doing, Portia? Appreciate your friend coming in. Tawana, thank you so much. Hope, thank you so much. I did get the new followers. Look at you guys. Who just came in and did the follow? I appreciate your friend. Thank you, my new follower. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. It will be over soon. It will. It will. Like I said, engagement and consistency. We keep showing up even when things are not going your way. That's what I will tell you. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you for the shout out. Appreciate the shout out. Hang in there. I will, Lady BB. Like I said, I tell you guys all the time, comparison's the thief of all joy. And so because I'm noting this change, I think that's where I'm like, okay, let me pay attention to this. Let me pay attention. I heard someone talking about me. Did you really, Silver Fox? Were you lurking in the shadows too? You was in the shadows. You was lurking. Somebody said my name. I heard my name. You said Friday is here. Yes, it is. Stop coming with the popcorn machine. Yes. Oh, that's funny. Silver Fox, yes. Nika Grace was saying you did took her gift gallery title, so she had to come back and reclaim it. That's what happened. So that's how your name came up. That's how your name was in her mouth. She's like, look here, she keep taking my titles. What did you say? You said I be feeling a Netflix vibe when I'm here. Really? You're so sweet. You sitting here watching must see TV with me. You know who had me in a chokehold watching him? I'm about to start talking about shop again, but I need to not watch it on this account. I have to watch it on my shop account. It's just something about the way she does her videos or her lives. Star Gal. If you go to her live session with the wigs, look her up if you haven't looked her up before. Look at her wigs. She's putting the wigs on, and her room is rooming, so there's a lot of chat and movement in her room too. But she's keeping up with all of it, and I think she has a moderator also that's pinning her products and pinning things for her. But she's putting the wigs on, and she combing the wig to the side and bring. You said have y'all been to her room? Go to her room because I just be sitting there. I was like, and I have the crochets right now. I'm like, I'm not even getting a wig, but I love the way this is. Everything about it. It is so funny. So yes, there are rooms like that where you just sit in and you just stay locked in. You said, I will. You just stay locked in, and it's just and. I think the other channels like that. That's how I got in trouble with this account where I said I think I was doing too much on this account with the shoppable stuff because I started watching it and it was showing up in my feed, and I would just sit there and watch. And it's just something about it where it's just like them pulling the wig on, pulling it off, combing it over, brushing it real quick, and that whole movement. I'm like, oh wow, look at that wig. So yeah, I get it. I just you love it. Just helps Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. I see you, Silver Fox. You guys be easy out here. So I'll be back tomorrow, tonight at 8:30 for the shoppable. But some of those rooms are really fun. They are. They are. Yeah, it's the setup. And so we talked about this earlier, Nika. Just doing your research as you're preparing to go live and you are thinking about your room. What do you want to share? Who's your audience? Especially my newbies. If you're in the room and you're like, okay, I want to model my room after this person, how they engage, how they're talking, how they, maybe even the ambiance of the room and how they set up. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Appreciate you. Or, with shoppables, it's similar. You want to make sure you're thinking intentionally about, again, your setup so that your room will captivate people. And so I think that's going to be important. So I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I will say some of those rooms are really fun to watch as you're seeing them do their sales and stuff. And I got to give me a bell. I got to get a bell that I'm ringing when I get a sale. So I was like, okay, ding, 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 ding. So that's a fun way to kind of bring people into the room and celebrate people too. So all right, my good friends, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for spending time with me. All the likes, the shares, the hearts, the comments, the gifts, the engagement, overall engagement, the watching, those who watched. Dollar Tree, I do need to go there. Do I have? I may go there today. You got me thinking. I may go there today because I have to go pick up my little guy. We appreciate you being here for us. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you guys being here for me. Hey, this is not about fan club. That's the name they use. We're a team. We're a team. That's what we're doing. We are a team. That's what we're doing. Props. Yes, I have to have the props. I maybe have a bell where I ding it on the table, the little bell that way, or the pick up the bell. TikTok Shop Live has a bell too. That's true. I should look. I should look. Bless, agreed. Yes, thank you so much, you all. I so appreciate you all. You guys have been a great community. I really do appreciate all the support. So you guys hang in there on your lives too. Keep going. Don't give up. Can you do your hand heart over there? You know what? I cannot because, not that I cannot. I can, but I can't because it's already being used. Claim your points. Yes, claim your points. It's already being used. When I have that deals, where it says deals, and I have the little thing, the message that says free shipping, that actually is an overlay. It's a green screen overlay. So I'm already using the effects. So you only can use one effect at a time. This is a sticker, so that's different. But this is an effect. So I'm using that overlay. So I can't do my little hand heart. That's yeah, oh, okay, yeah. So I'm not able to. I use my bell all day. Do you really? You do have a bell? That's funny. You sure do. Love everyone in the community. Yes, you do have a bell. I forgot about that. You ring your bell all the time. So yeah, I just think that's a cute idea, especially as you're keeping the engagement going in the room and stuff and the support. So all right, friends, thank you so much for the love. I will see you all later. Um, tonight if you're able to come through, and if not, I will see you tomorrow at 10. I will be back. All right. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much, my YouTube friends. I appreciate you all being here. If you are enjoying the live, make sure you like the live, subscribe, and then go back. This video will be saved as a playlist, so go back and watch the video. I'm trying to improve my watch time, so feel free to watch it and support the live that way. I appreciate all the support I'm getting. Thank you all. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.